injured here. 3v3 Typhon Arena Elite Mod Blue Team. We've got Rise playing a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, fights melee, walks through cover, cannot be suppressed, good offense and disruption. Alongside Iconopony is a Lord General, fights range, has his retinue to help him out, which you can add to throughout the game. Good defense and support abilities. This is Death Core of Krieg DLC. Rounding out Blue Team, we have Caeltos as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, fights melee to start off, has a bunch of spells. Red Team, Peacemaker is a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights melee, starts off with a shield, will be up against this Chaos Lord at the top. Carnevour alongside is a Warp Sword Exarch, hiding in this bush here. Teleporting commander, fights range, good at capping and harassing early on, and lots of annoying crowd control later. Rounding out Red Team, we have Rokco as a Techmarine, puts out some nice range damage, great utility, can repair and put up structures as well. Have this contested victory point at the bottom in the southwest, sees a lot of action, also has the two natural bottom powers and a contested wreck point. Big Doom Blast going in from the Chaos Sorcerer you saw there, inflicting damage on his Dire Avengers. Sorcerer Exarch teleports in, gets a fantastic special attack, and here come Howling Banshees. A risky choice for a bottom player on this map, I think. Such intense fighting at the bottom, they usually take heavy losses and bleed you quite a lot. Here you see them in retreat, took 2 losses and they didn't even get into combat there. 484, 500, Commissar Lord versus Chaos Lord at the top. Heretics have been stomped, ground pound has been purchased then. Pretty much the first thing you want to buy as an Imperial Guard player in this mod. 50 rec, 15 power, also gives you a 100 health buff for the Sentinel. Chaos Lord pushing here, has some Chaos Space Marines backing him up. Heavy ranged infantry, reasonably tough, get very dangerous and offensive in tier 2 as well with their marks. Chaos Lord trying to get close enough, I think, to use Kill the Weak, but we're going to see a stomp and it's going to be forced off here surely. Might even go down though, he does get away. Bottom is still uncapped. Already see some guardsman bodies piling up. The mod does give assistant bodies for 10 minutes. This version given them for all factions, not just Space Marines like the last version I used. Techmarine not in cover here for Rokco, and it's going to be forced off, and does get forced off. Tactical Marines on the field, and now some Devastators. Setup team that's suppressed with a heavy bolter by default can be changed in tier 2. Here come Howling Banshees again. Can they get into melee this time? Caeltos with good grenade launcher usage, has double grenade launcher Heretics, kind of a miniature artillery unit. Howling Banshees getting in here. This is good play from Carnevour. Was just about to pull out the Banshees, I think, saw the opportunity and went in amongst these two guys and forced off both of them squads. Howling Banshees get away with 3 models. Ouch, Dire Avengers taking tons of damage from Carnevour. Dire Avengers replacing Guardians in this mod, pretty much function the same way with some cost changes, I think. Oh, look at these Heretics sped up. This is a bug in the mod where a unit retains its full retreat speed. I think they attempted to fix it in the current latest version. I'm not sure if they were successful or not. Chaos Space Marines here forcing melee on these guardsmen. CSM do not too bad in melee. Certainly a lot better than Imperial Guardsmen, but well kited by Peacemaker, and Las Gunfire forces them off. Triple Guardians for Peacemaker, triple Guardians also for Iconopony, but he hasn't gone for a Sentinel. Dire Avengers on the floor. We see some Shuriken Catapults on the floor as well. Chaos Sorcerer is here, no war gear for him. Lord General also no war gear. Chaos Lord is getting his combi famous, so dangerous versus Imperial Guard. Chose to get double Havocs as well. I prefer Havocs into Noise Marines versus Imperial Guard myself. Chaos Lord taking a lot of damage here. Looks like he's used Kill the Weak by the look of his energy. Heretics getting in amongst these Guardsmen. There's the Doom Blast. They are still in their default melee state. No aspiring champion, so very fragile and need to run away. Chaos Lord also are running away. Havoc set up there. They suppress really quickly for a setup team. From long range as well. Don't do quite as much damage, I think, as Space Marine Devastators though. All kicking off right at the bottom. Look at all these Guardsmen and Heretics owning those Banshees, trying to force melee now. Can they finish them off? One model runs away with 35 hit points. Looks like she's going to make it out. Unbelievable. Devastator's trying to find a place to set up. No, she didn't make it out. Carnevour, losing most of his army, only has a single Dire Avenger squad. I assume those guys are back at base, are they? They are running now. Lord General forcing melee on those Devastators. Looks like he has the Sergeant retinue member, which gives him a medipack that he can hand out to allied squads. Can't use it himself though. That was Chisel of the Rift, used by the Chaos Sorcerer, teleporting that guardsman, 2 guardsman squads and the Lord General into retreat path there. Watch the Exarch has his improved targeters, makes him a pretty dangerous offensive hero. Nice range increase and a 50% damage increase. Only range damage, of course, so you can't pair it up with his power blades. 423, 500, a 2-to-1 cap for red team. They have their natural and they have the southwest, but blue team are hitting power and have pushed all the way across the bottom and really hurt Carnevour as well. There's a Doom Bolts. Look at that. Has that got a range increase? It might have. Devastator's really hurt by that. Took almost half of their hit points. In fact, it pretty much exactly took half the hit points. It looks like 406, 500 Dire Avengers in cover. These guys have their aspect. Huge upgrade for them. No mention of it increasing their health anymore, so maybe that has been removed. They have a heavy bolter tarantula turret put up by the Techmarine here. Should have put it below the raised platform. Makes it a lot easier to take down. 396, 500. This top contested bower is blue and has full gens up as well.
Your forces obey you.
They've had 9 generators up for most of the game, it looks like. And a 2-to-1 cap for blue. They have both of the naturals. Sentinel decapping here. It can decap but cannot cap. Iconopony gets a manticore. Very dangerous on this map. It's not long to target pretty much anything in this southwest corner. Huge range and damage potential on this thing, but is very vulnerable and slow. Only 275 hit points of vehicle armor. It does tend to level quite quickly though, since it takes out multiple models with each hit, or it can. Doom Bolts going in again. A lot of Doom Bolts we're seeing from Caeltos' Chaos Lord, Chaos Sorcerer, sorry. You tend to see it forgotten as the Chaos Sorcerer becomes more and more energy intensive. Look at this, 2 Shrines to Tzeentch going up. Really nice grenade on those Chaos Space Marines, forces them into retreat, and an Autarch drop to stop these things being built, and they are both taken down. Or they might have just been scuttled by Caeltos, I'm not sure. Heavy turret dropped by the Lord General, that's one of his global abilities. Good anti-vehicle damage. Also good damage to infantry if he can hit them. Autarch here for Carnevour, such a great unit for Eldar, pretty much vital I think to a successful tier 2. The passive AoE buff she gives off shouldn't be underestimated. Also really good for tying up squads quickly in melee like this, forcing off a Guardsman squad. Warps of Exarch helping out with that. Here comes some Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines for Rise at the bottom. He also has some Bloodletters. They got a big change in the elite mod. Now they are a power melee unit, not heavy melee. Bright yellow, these guys. 375, 489. It's a double cap for red. Manticore on the field for Peacemaker. Also has some Stormtroopers. No kit for them yet. Grenade goes in. Almost hit themselves with it. There's a Manticore strike. Warps of Exarch knocked over but does teleport out. This turret is still here, making it difficult for blue team to try and cap. Heavy turret hitting terrain but destroying the terrain. Should be able to hit the central VP now and can. And Tzeentch Shrine getting some shots in. These things are pretty good in the mod. Some good AoE damage. Melter Gun, Techmarine gonna try and take out this heavy turret. It has vehicle armor as white. Needs to get close though with that Melter Gun, and now under attack by Mark of Khorne. CSM needs to get the hell out of there. Saved by the turret perhaps. Has a Librarian also. Librarian gets a new model, now has a helm. 295, 489. Triple cap for red team. There's a Manticore Strike trying to take out the turret. Did not work though. Chaos Sorcerer is in here, has teleported in with Vestments of the Warp, is meleeing it with the Rod of Warp Fire. Will take a while. Stormtroopers for Peacemaker are getting their anti-armor kit. They have Plasma Gun, Guardsman, good choice versus this heavy armor from Rise. Mark of Khorne CSM on top. Caeltos' Chaos Space Marines also getting Mark of Khorne. Armor of the Inferno for the Chaos Lord. Huge disruptive and damaging AoE ability that gives you. Good versus Imperial Guard in general. All the Imperial Guard squads have been retained. We have Commissars on all three of them for Iconopony. There's Dark Flames. Really bad news for those Dire Avengers. They're retreating right through and run into a Manticore Strike and are wiped. Whirlwind on the field for Rokco. Heavy turret is still up. Autarch trying to take down this shrine, but is forced to retreat by lots and lots of fire. Techmarine getting close with that melter gun. Too close though to these Chaos Space Marines and might go down here. Can the turret save him? Looks like it has. Whirlwind backing off. Huge disruption from this thing, but not a lot of damage output. It is expensive. Well, 80 power for this thing. 400 vehicle armor. Bloodletters backing off. We have Mark of Khorne Havocs, gives them a nice auto cannon. Look at the damage it's putting out to those stormtroopers who are forced off, couldn't get closer because of the heavy bolter Havoc. Lord General goes down, and so does the heavy turret. Might have been the Manticore that did that, since it is pushed forward here. Autarch leaping ahead, going after these heretics. Heretics with the grenade launchers lose all of their melee effectiveness, so there's not much they can do in combat here against the Autarch. Chaos Sorcerer going after her. Here comes some more heretics. Dire Avengers now with their Exarch. Chuck a grenade, misses those heretics though, and they are forced to retreat. As some Stern Guard veterans on the field for Rokco. Elite tactical marines that can change their ammo type. Forced off though by a Manticore Strike. Techmarine now going after the shrine with the melter gun. Chaos Sorcerer quick to close him down and tie him up in melee so he can't fire that thing. 144, 489. Huge VP lead for red team. There's a flare global ability of the Commissar Lord, but he's used it on the wrong Havoc squad, I think. Needed to do it to the heavy bolter. Here come Mark of Khorne CSM. Stomped by the ground pound Sentinel. Maybe that got its range increased, I'm not sure, since it is an upgrade now. 130, 489, and Guardsman cannot get past those double Havocs. Rise should be able to cap that top VP now. Manticore Strike takes out the other Manticore. Looks like the Whirlwind has also gone down. Huge losses for red team. Can blue team cap now? It's uncapped at the moment. They are hitting power here. Sigil of the Rift teleporting Dire Avengers into a very awkward position and forced off by Mark of Khorne CSM. Nice play from Caeltos. Nice use of this war gear teleports and now can revive this Lord General who's been down for quite a while. Will level the Chaos Sorcerer to 4. Lord General now needs to repurchase his retinue members. Shimmering Orb there for the Warps of Exarch, replacing his improved targeters. Has Power Blades now. 125, 489. It's a 1-to-1 cap. Blue team will finally cap the southwest. Blood letters going in up against this Warps of Exarch. Knocks them all back. Takes out a model. Look at him go. Teleports out. Can he get away though? 33 hit points. 23. Looks like he is going to get away. Level 7 Warps of Exarch already. Chaos Dreadnought on the field for Caeltos. 125, 480. Mark of Zinch gives it that really nice missile launcher. Really hard anti-vehicle now. At good range as well. Techmarine trying to get away. I don't think he's going to make it. So maybe he will. Nope. The twin bolter on the Chaos Dreadnought took him down. Here come Dire Avengers using fleet to try and escape this dreadnought, but they're running right into trouble. Marco Tzeentch's Shrine and Guardsman. Guardsman tied up by the Autarch, but they have to retreat. Not sure what Carnevour is trying to do there. Is he trying to grenade the Shrine? Something's being dropped. Rise has lost a lot of stuff. Not sure what happened up there. And a Venerable Dreadnought is dropped by Rokco. Not sure if this thing has been changed in the mod. Elite Walker, unique to the Techmarine, really nice and powerful in melee. 1750 hit points, as you can see as well at level 1. This thing can level. Can't get a ranged weapon. Unless it can in the mod, I'm not sure. Marco Tzeentch, Dreadnought backing off under Tzeentch worship and can rattle off some missiles at will. Rokco backing off. Stern Guard veterans now using their Hellfire rounds, at least they should be, against those guardsmen. Backed off though by Frenzy Barrage. Ouch, from the Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought. Frenzy Barrage, huge AoE suppression. Look at this, Peacemaker pushing back is going to get a 2-to-1 cap for the red team here. 125-394. Another shrine going up from these heretics. Not sure if their cost is different in the mod. A lot of them going up. Sorcerer Exarch needs to get some health back. Chaos Sorcerer level 5, Lord General level 2, Chaos Lord level 2. Commissar Lord level 2 has the Power Sword and Aura of Discipline. Looks like it's got a change in the mod. Infantry around the Commissar will periodically heal. I assume that's passively. It used to be in retail that they heal when he takes damage, which was sometimes difficult to make work. Was very good versus the Mech Boy's electric armor though. Here is a great unclean one for Rise. Super unit for Chaos. Very tough, powerful in melee, and some nasty abilities. You need to support him though. Look at the damage he's taking from those plasma guns. Super heavy infantry armor though, so he really don't like these plasma gun guardsmen. Has already lost about a third of his health. Not quite as killy as the Avatar. Has no Wailing Doom or anything to wipe this stuff out or scare it off. Now going after the Commissar Lord, who's going to go down. One more hit from the Great Unclean One in retreat, bang. And now he's down to half health. Can Rise force this stuff off? Mark of Course CSM can't help anymore. 74-394, a 2-to-1 cap for red team. Look at this damage that Peacemaker is putting out on this thing. Down to 1500 hit points. Meanwhile bottom is still blue. Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought over halfway to level 3. Autarch has her Executioner Spear. And Carnevour now has some Seer Council on the field, buildable unit for all of the Eldar commanders now. Cost 800, 150 though, they're not cheap. Farseer can still get them at no power cost and a cheaper requisition cost from her global bar. Scouts on the field for Rokco have been preserved, no upgrades for these guys. Seer Council slowly making their way in, suppressed by Frenzied Barrage. Put out some really crazy power melee DPS. Here come Stern Guard veterans using vengeance rounds on that Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought. First Company Marines, which is why you can only get one of these guys. What level are they? They are still level 1. Twinning Lance Cannon Predator should be shooting at the Dreadnought, not the power node. Bang, look at the damage one shot does. Chaos Land Raider and Baneblade response though from blue team. Wow. Venerable Dreadnought still kicking. Trying to close down that Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought, which is going to go down here. One more shot from the Predator. Boom. Here is the Chaos Land Raider. Twin Link Heavy Bolter and 2 Twin Link Las Cannons. Puts out some crazy range DPS versus vehicles especially. And it seems to be able to shoot those las cannons at something that is very close. As you can see, Venerable Dreadnought trying to chase, and it's still able to get off shots at that range and takes down the Dreadnought. it had absolutely no hope. Should be changed, I think. I don't think the Baneblade can shoot its las cannons that close. 54, 350 Baneblade did take down that Predator though. Chaos Sorcerer now fighting this Autarch. Look at the bodies piled up, most of them Deathcore of Krieg. Techmarine runs away. Chaos Terminators on the field for Rise have been given their autocannon. Not quite as tough as Space Marine Terminators, and they don't inspire allies when they kill something, but still a big, heavy combat support unit that puts out some crazy damage. Can get lightning claws and an autocannon. Would have been nice to see them with chain fists, I think, by default. Perhaps chain fists and storm bolters, giving them increased heavy melee damage. Would have been a nice touch. 54, 325, 2-to-1 cap for blue. And I'm not sure how red team are going to push against a Baneblade and a Chaos Land Raider. Rokco only has his Stern Guard left. Carnevour has a pretty nice army though. Seer Council, Warp Spiders and an Avatar on the way. He needs a lot more anti-vehicle though, as does Rokco. Does have these Power Blades. Shimmering Orb being re-equipped. Stern Guard run away from the Baneblade. And we have some Chaos Terminators on the field for Caeltos now, and they are getting their lightning claws. Pretty much behave like the Space Marine Terminators. AoE, power melee, splash damage. You can tell by the fist with the little circle around it on the indicator there. Very, very bad news for this Seer Council, that's for sure, with their lightning claws. 54, 296. Baneblade for Peacemaker is being chased by Markov Quant CSM, and it absolutely owns them with a, was that a Demolisher cannon shot? I'm not sure. Absolute death though. Gibbs and bits of CSM on the stairs, now backing away from this Great Unclean One, which is waddling after it. Peacemaker preserving his triple guardsman, has lost his sentinel, now has a Lehman Russ on the way, as does Iconopony. Rokco has another Predator on the way. Not sure how that's going to fare against a Chaos Land Raider and a Baneblade, to be honest. What else could he get though? Perhaps some plasma cannons try and outrange these things. Here is the Space Marine Predator, sorry. Avatar on the field for Carnevour. This will help a lot. Close the distance on those big vehicles and put out some big damage. 2 Tzeentch Shrines here. Chaos Terminator is teleporting out. Cannot retreat, of course. Lehman Russ with the Commissar poking out the top. Triple cap for blue team. 54, 256. Can they come back here? Red team retaking their natural. And Creeping Barrage does not knock him off the cap because he has his shield up. Lord General's all the way up here. Taken down. Kicking off at the bottom. Wailing Doom looks like it just went off. Now the Avatar closes on the Baneblade for some close combat. Baneblade's weakness is strong melee units. Rokco is tier 3 and does have the zeal to get Terminators. Maybe he's saving for them now. 54, 216. What is this? It's a rocket run. Boom! Big damage to that Land Raider. Killed a bunch of heretics as well before they could get inside. Huge damage. There's a Shimmering Orb. Here comes Seer Council. Autarch is going to use that orb to try and decap Power Blades of the Sorcerer Exarch. Going after the Baneblade now. Avatar is taking this opportunity to back the hell off. There's a orbital bombardment from Rokco. Nuke for Space Marines. Got lots and lots of love in this mod. Now does explosive damage, I think, instead of heavy melee damage, and has much bigger range. Look at the damage he did to those Chaos Predators. Took a third of the health. Chaos Terminator, sorry. Baneblade in huge trouble now. This Sorcerer Exarch not giving up with his Power Blades. Chaos Terminators making Seer Council retreat. Autarch jumping in is going to help out with her spear. It's not a melee heavy weapon, but is a powerful power melee weapon. And this Baneblade is done for. Carnevour teleporting in for a rear armor hit. Can he get it? Pathing is bugging out. There is the rear arm hit, and down goes the Baneblade. Sorcerer Exarch teleporting out and kept in play. Shimmering Orb on the central VP. And what's for Exarch's going to take it. Excellent play from Carnevour. 54, 195. Baneblade for Peacemaker goes down. Leman Russ is there. This is Iconopony's. Yes, both of his Leman Russes here helping out. And Peacemaker's Leman Russ is going to go down. Just got an extra armor heal. But goes down to a big vomit from the Great Unclean One. Wow. Did that thing get a damage buff? That took tons of health. 52, 195. A 2-to-1 cap for red. Might be a triple cap. Look at this. Sneaky Eldar decap in blue's natural. It's a double now. And Eldritch Storm takes out the Chaos Land Raider from Carnevour. Chaos Sorcerer for Caeltos. Now level 9. Sorcerer Exarch also level 9. Is gone down though. Commissar Lord level 4. Techmarine level 5. Chaos Lord level 3. Lord General level 4. 24. 195 Seer Council. I don't think we'll be able to deal with 2 Chaos Terminator squads and a Chaos Sorcerer. Rise has brought his Chaos Terminators down here with their autocannon. Good damage versus all targets with a small AoE, and look at the damage Rod of Warp Fire did to that Seer Council there. Wow. And forces them off. They do retain 4 members and are now level 2. They can level, of course. 2800 hit points on a melee squad that quick. That's not bad, is it? Chaos Lord and the Lord General are down at the top. 21, 180, a 2-to-1 cap for blue. Can they hold on? I'm seeing some special effects on these guardsmen as they get close to the Great Unclean One. I'm not sure if he has some kind of AoE passive now. He might do. I think I remember someone telling me about that, but I've completely forgotten what it is. 21, 161. Would be quite a nice touch for the Great Unclean One to have that. I think perhaps a AoE speed reduction buff or something. I'm not sure what it is. 21, 154, or even if it is existing, I might have imagined it. Avatar is going to go down here. Might not even get off that Wrath of Cain. No, goes down. Did hold up the cap though. Autarch also goes down. 2 big losses for Carnevour. Here comes Seer Council with 4 models. Here come Warp Spiders as well, and a Fire Prism is on the field now for Carnevour. A very vital choice, I think, will allow them to knock things off of the cap where it spreads shots. Red team can't get a natural back. There's a Imperial Abyss and tons of stuff died. Looks like a bunch of guardsmen went down. Leman Russ also goes down, backs into the Imperial Abyss, and blue team will take red's natural, and they might take this for a triple as well. 21, 125. Twin Int Las Cannon getting shots off. Level 2 Predator. This Sacrificial Circle, or whatever it's called, has gone off from the Chaos Sorcerer, spawning Bloodletters for I think 15 seconds or something like that. Ouch. Chaos Terminator taking big damage from those las cannons, backing the hell off. Here are Caeltoses with those lightning claws. In amongst Warp Spiders now. These things are going to wipe. Down they go. Autarch dropped. Second Autarch I've seen dropped. Twin Int Las Cannon removes Rise's Chaos Terminators from the face of the earth. Lightning Claw Terminators now going after this Predator. They are not a heavy melee weapon, but they put out so much DPS they will damage vehicles pretty nicely. And a 2-to-1 cap still for blue team. 2170. Bodies still piling up, especially up here. Good grief. Leman Russ is being repaired. This thing has the Executioner cannon, kind of a rapid firing plasma cannon. Good AoE damage versus infantry. Sneaky scouts here, and they're going to try and decap under infiltration. There they go. Here come Stormtroopers. Not sure what they are up to. Just running into the Leman Russes there. They did get their melter bomb off. Fire Prism for Carnevour. Needs to be careful with this Mark of Zinch. Ouch. Chaos Predator. Look at that big shot. It's going to go down. One more shot on rear armor. 2 shots and it went down. That was crazy. What level is it? It's a level 1 Chaos Predator as well. That was some crazy damage that thing put out. Techmarine repairing this Predator, looking after the bottom VP. Look at the map control though for blue. 1761. It's a 1-to-1 cap. And blue team take red team's natural again for a 2-1. Can they hang on? Here comes Peacemaker. He's getting some more stormtroopers, doesn't have a whole lot else. Commissar Lord getting stuck in. There's a creeping barrage from Iconopony. And this Predator's in big trouble from Rokco now. 1750, a 2-1 cap. And there is Let the Galaxy Burn at close range from the Chaos Lord, absolutely decimating some guardsmen, I think, there. Leman Russ is doing a good job from Iconopony. That one goes down, but this Predator surely is done for. One more shot from the Leman Russ, there it goes. Is another Predator though. Bottom VP still quiet. Stern Guard veterans in combat with the Chaos Lord. And he has Demonic Visage, which seems to have been changed in this mod to passively debuff damage instead of when he hits in melee, so that's quite a big buff for the Chaos Lord. I'm not sure if the Hive Tyrant has got the same amount of love with his Psychic Scream, I'm not sure. Chaos Lord drops an Imperial Abyss and backs off. Or was that Caeltos? It might have been Caeltos. Chaos Lord runs the hell away. 1733, a 2-1 cap. Still for blue. There is the decap though, but ouch. Those stormtroopers wiped by Doom Bolts. Chaos Sorcerer teleports into cap. Twin Las Cannon takes down that Predator, Chaos Predator that was. Absolute crazy losses. Rise still has this Great Unclean One under Corn Worship. More Zinc Shrines put down from Caeltos. Here's another Mark of Zinc Chaos Predator going up against this level 4 Predator for Rokco. And it's going to go down, it looks like. Chaos Terminators now for Caeltos. As you can see, they do get a level. It says they're level 2. They do level, but it doesn't actually do anything. The mod makers, for whatever reason, could not remove the leveling bar, so even though Terminators do level, it doesn't benefit them in any way. 7:31, red team now have a single. This could be it. They now have a double, and that's going to be it. Blue team unable to hold on, just couldn't spread their forces enough to hold those top 2 VPs. What an awesome match. Absolutely tons of death. Pity we didn't see any Dark Reapers or Fire Dragons from Carnevour. These Chaos Terminators are pretty awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.